Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever this video finds you, I hope you're having a rad time. I'm the Figure Dude, and on today's Work in Progress Wednesday, we've got Jay and Mark. We've got the Briscoe brothers. Without further ado, let's talk about some figures. Dude. Welcome back. Like I said, today I finally am getting around to my custom Briscoe figures, and we just recently saw the digital renders of the Ring of Honor figures we're going to be getting of them, which I am excited for, but I feel like they're going to be very, very tall. And I always say this, I know that Jazzwares is scaled a little bit bigger, but like some of their figures seem to fit in just fine, and then some seem gigantic. Like I think the CM Punk figures seem really big. John Moxley is gigantic, and scale-wise, I feel like they are a little bit hit or miss, but they Briscoe figures still look really cool. For mine here today, I'm not necessarily doing a double attire, but what I did want to do was use these camo pants that I have. I've got a bunch of them from all the DX Army figures, so you can see Jay has them on, and then underneath, both of them have these black T-bar legs. So I'm sure at some point they wore just plain tactical pants like this. I didn't want to use shield legs, just I'm not a huge fan of those. I think they make guys a little bit too tall. These give me a little bit more flexibility with height and everything. But as far as bodies go, we've got like a Daniel Bryan sized torso over here. I forget who it came from. And then the arms are the same as well. So this might be from a Finn Balor basic. I don't remember exactly. Both of these heads are from Heteration. He's got a few different options. I always talk about the different guys that make head sculpts in the community. Head Gimmicks, House 14, and Heteration are three that I've used. There's more. I just haven't had any that I have actually painted up and used outside of those three. So that's just what I'm familiar with. Heteration had some choices. House 14, his I think are more modern. I don't remember if he has like a flashback, I guess, kind. But the ones on Head Gimmicks as well. Sorry, I meant to mention him. He's got some that have like the long dreads that Jay had. Lost my train of thought for a second. What were we saying here? Briscoes, head sculpts. I don't know. Don't know where we were going with that. Anyways, I settled on these ones from Heteration. I just threw them in my cart while I was ordering some other stuff. I went with the sort of bald look for Mark, and then the not the dreads, because just with the longer the hair, the bigger the chances of it breaking. So I went with this. There's no parts that like hang off. It hangs over the his headband, but it's all like attached, so none of it's gonna break. It's just I feel a little better knowing that it's all got some supports. So those are the ones I went with. And then for arms over here, we've got X-Pac arms. We've got I think Tommaso Ciampa torso, and like I said, he's got these same legs over here. All of these tattoos are from the 3XR Studio Library. I printed these off myself, so I've got a bunch of those. But outside of that, I'm not going to paint the black pants, I don't think. Just going to stick with those camo pants. So really, it's just painting up these heads so they look good and getting all the tattoos placed nicely, which there's a ton of. So let's not waste any more time. Here we go. All right, starting out here, just going to start getting the base on the beards, and I'm going to try and do it so that it fades a little bit once it gets closer to the jawline. So I'm going to do the edge, the edge of the beard darker, and then closer to the face, I'm going to just kind of like lightly brush it. And at the end, I'm going to do like a gray wash or a dry brush over it to give them that gray beard, because they do have a lot of gray in their beards if you look at pictures of them. Headband, I couldn't find a specific picture, so I'm just going to do like an army green. I think that fits well and will look well. For the hair, I don't like doing just plain black, so what I like to do is mix black with brownish color, so that it's like they still have dark hair, not just the Briscoes, anyone really. They still have that dark hair, but it's not just jet black, because I think it looks too glossy. I don't think it looks very good. then it's just a matter of getting the details on those heads. But tattoo-wise is where the most of the work is going to come from here. I got to check a lot of reference pictures, making sure I get these in the right spots. That's one thing with 3XR. Like, he doesn't have a big library. It doesn't look the way Curb Stomps does. Like, he doesn't have a picture you can just go look up. So you got to look up reference pictures, but that's not a huge deal. Kind of do that anyway, so it doesn't bother me. But with this many tattoos, it's definitely a challenge, but it's really just a matter of getting them placed and getting them looking good. All right, time to look at my finished Briscoes, and I talked about potentially doing something with the black pants underneath, which I don't know. There's nothing I saw that I really liked and wanted to do. So for now, I just kept the plain black paint on them, or just the black. That's what they're molded in. It's black, so we've got the pants over them. And really, I think these are perfect for the Briscoes. A lot of the times, like, I don't like how the waist looks or like how baggy they are, but I think these look really good for the Briscoes. I'm super happy with how they turned out. I did paint some gray, dry brushed over the beard there on both of them. You can see it there as well. But the tattoos on these guys were extensive, but a lot of fun. You can see this one down here. All the tattoos on Mark. I'm going to make another Mark Briscoe in his kind of like the boxing shorts, like black and camo boxing shorts he's been wearing. I think that'd be a cool look. Obviously, that's a singles run in AEW currently. Here's the J. Check out all the tattoos. Then obviously, just the camo pants. Nothing on the pants as far as design underneath, but I don't know. I feel like they really were pretty simple to put together. It's just a matter of getting all the tattoos, and I think that those turned out really well. I did have to repaint the J head a little bit. It kind of smudged when I first sealed it, so that's why it's more glossy than the Mark, but I'm going to just end up spraying it again. Not a huge deal. I've tried out a new sealer. I'm not a huge fan of it. It made things a little too shiny, so gotta go grab that, but that's for another day. That's going to be everything for the Briscoes. If you like what we're doing here on the channel, please continue to like, share, subscribe. Go check out some other playlists, some other videos on the channel. And outside of that, please remember, you can't buy happiness, but you can buy more action figures. Figure Dude, out.